You loved them, you gave them everything, and yet they left you feeling broken, empty, deeply unhappy, questioning your own self worth, maybe even your own sanity. Leaving a narcissistic relationship isn't just about physically removing yourself from the situation, it's about unlearning the pain that they persuaded and manipulated you to believe was love. Even if even after you have successfully and safely extracted yourself from the dangerous and toxic relationship situation, you still may find yourself feeling deeply unsure about where you are within the world. You might feel like an untethered balloon, ungrounded in your physical reality. This is very normal. It takes time to heal the wounds of narcissistic abuse. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do a simple 3 card spread so we can explore your journey of where you've been, where you currently are, and where you're going. In a professional tarot reading, if you were to do a 20 to 30 minute one-on-one live call or pre-recorded call, I would normally do 10 cards Celtic Cross most of the time, just to really dig deep into where you currently are. But this is kind of a generic, simple 3 card reading, and I hope it gives you some very basic clarity and maybe even some closure. Let's see. I know we've never met each other, we've never spoken to each other yet. You're just a stranger off the internet, but you found this video, so I believe you are meant to be here right now. We're meant to be interacting. I'm going to shuffle these cards, lay out the past, current, and future. Let's keep it simple. Okay. We have the 6 of Cups in the recent past. We have Judgment. We have the 6 of Cups. We have Judgment in the current. And we have the Hangman in the near future. So the 6 of Cups in the context of your situation where you have escaped a potentially abusive relationship with a narcissistic partner, where you are in a process of recovery, emotional, spiritual, maybe even other areas like financial recovery. This suggests that you've been holding on to the good times, or you were holding on to the good times. You had an idealized perception of the relationship and you were failing to see the negative aspects that were slowly diminishing your self-worth, and your partner's attempts to essentially degrade your soul. This is normal. If you give your heart freely, which I suspect you did, you simply wanted to love and be loved, and this was exploited. And because you're a good person with a good heart, you probably didn't suspect that this could happen to you. And it doesn't mean you're stupid. It happens to intelligent people. It happens to all people from all walks of life. It's not about intelligence, it's about your heart and your generosity, your good nature. Your heartful soul has essentially been taken advantage of. And you've been holding on to the good times, but those good times were few and far between, and if they were a long time ago, a significant amount of time ago. And where you are now, you found this video, you physically removed yourself from that situation. You may still have some financial ties, but emotionally and spiritually, there's no need to be there anymore. Yet you're finding yourself going back to that because you remember how they sold you a lie of the relationship, what the abuse was essentially love, and it was fake love, and you're holding on to that. Even you were still hoping for it, or you are still hoping for that love. You were still hoping it could return to that for a long time before you actually made the decision, or the decision was forced upon you for your own safety to remove yourself from that situation. If you have children, then that would have obviously been something that pushed you, gave you the fire underneath your feet to remove yourself, to protect your children. But even if you didn't have children, you're worth saving. This judgment card is very interested in the current situation. It suggests to me that, well, I know you're going through a deep transformation. This is a breakthrough moment for you. And like I said, the wounds of narcissistic abuse they run deep, and often they run even deeper than you even realize. And even when it's not until you've left the situation that you realize how broken, beat down you've actually become. You knew that before you left, which is why you left, but now you've left, you realize that this isn't fun. You're still not saved. You're still not better. You just want to feel yourself. But where you are at the moment, you're in a process of removing the layers of conditioning that have been essentially forced upon you over a significant amount of time. These layers of conditioning are being removed from you, and you will slowly get down to the core of who you are, truly who you are, your authentic self. And even though that's a scary process, it can be exciting, but it can be scary at the same time. Both things can be true. Two sides of the same coin. You will get there. You will peel back these layers, but yeah, it can feel like shaky ground. It can feel like you're not in a very nice place at the moment. But trust that this is a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough moment for you. You've took the first step, and the first step was the hardest step. Unfortunately, you're not there yet. There is a significant part of your journey to come yet. And what this hangman is showing me is this recovery from your narcissistic relationship. This recovery, it's not a race. You can't rush this process. The hangman is asking you to surrender, to trust that things will be revealed to you and change in good time. You're clearing the space, you're removing all these layers of conditioning, so this deep wisdom that you've gained more than the average person can rise to the surface. It can emerge, and it can guide you as your compass, your North Star as you move forward. However, you need to try and let go of the expectations of how fast you should feel better and how fast your life should improve. It could take a few months, maybe even over a year, 1 to 2 years, before you fully re-emerge from this, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, where you can fully express yourself and regain your self-worth. It's a slow process. So this is very simple. You're coming from a very difficult place. You're still in a little bit of a difficult place. Things are going to change, but the process will be a lot easier if you let go of the time frame and what exactly that positive change will look like. You are moving in the right direction, but these things are often a lot slower than you need or want them to be.